How long will my personal injury claim take? Keep watching this video to learn the answer to this all-important question. Hi, I'm Ted Spaulding. I'm an Atlanta personal injury trial lawyer and the founder of Spaulding Injury Law. So this is a question that we always get at the beginning of representation of an injury victim. They want to know, how long is this process going to take? How long is it going to take to get it resolved, to get a settlement? There are several factors that have to be considered in order to give an idea to a client how long their claim or case may take. And we'll get into each of those in a minute to give you an idea. But before we go there, I wanted to give you a word of caution. And that is, don't be too eager to get your personal injury claim settled. We hear that word settled all the time. All these TV commercials from lawyers, get a settlement, don't pay us until you settle, and those things. But I always caution people, don't be so quick to want to settle your case. Why? Well, the whole point of the exercise is to make sure that you get better, that you get all the treatment that you need to get back to 100% of where you were right before you were injured by the negligence of the at-fault party. So why rush it? Why skip treatment, do things that you're not supposed to be doing just to try to get your case done as quickly as possible? Sometimes there are reasons to do that, but it's a very, very small amount of time that you're going to really need to push your case very quickly. What you would want to do is get all the treatment you need and then get the compensation that you legally deserve. Now, when you're dealing with insurance companies, which 99% of the time you always are, no matter what type of case you have in Georgia, insurance is behind the scenes. So you're dealing with an insurance company that is seasoned, that have an army of lawyers, they got all the time in the world, and they don't want to give up their money, so they're more than happy to wait. So you don't want to wait just for waiting's sake, but you don't want to rush it either. Also, because the only right you have in Georgia is to a jury trial to have 12 members of the community tell you what your case is worth. That's the only right you have. And therefore, don't give signals to the insurance company that you're not wanting to go that far. Why? Because then they're going to sell your case to you cheap. And you don't want to do that either. Again, the whole point is you want to fully recover and get back to 100% of where you were before you were injured. So let's get into the factors. The first factor is there a liability argument to be made? Or is liability clear? Is it a rear-end collision? There's no argument that the other guy is at fault. If that's the case, then that's one less thing that you have to worry about, and therefore some time that will be saved with your personal injury claim. The second is, how injured are you? The more injured you are, the higher value your case is. And that has a couple of factors in play when it comes to timing. Number one, you're going to need more treatment. So you're going to need more time to treat. And you never want to settle your case in the middle of treatment if, once we go to the next factor, that is the answer to that question is yes, there's plenty of insurance. So all things being equal, you want to get all the treatment you need first before you settle your claim. So the third factor then is how much insurance is available. And this is probably the most important factor. Why? Because if there's clear liability, so factor number one, you are very injured, factor number two, and there isn't a lot of insurance coverage, then your claim is likely to settle relatively quickly compared to someone else's claim. If there's no liability, there is liability, there are large injuries, but there is a ton of insurance coverage, then that claim naturally is going to take longer, and it should. You want to fully recover for this very large loss that you have, and that's going to take time. It can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years or more to resolve. So those are the factors in answering this question. No one has a crystal ball. At the end of the day, the insurance companies don't have to settle. They can force you to try your case, and that's okay. Most of the time that doesn't happen, especially when you have a lawyer like myself, but that's what you the only legal right you have is to a jury trial. So don't be scared of that. And then hopefully by showing strength, showing that you have a lawyer that's willing to try your case and that you have a good case, the insurance companies will want to get that case resolved for fair value without going to trial. So there is your answer as best as we can to the question of how long does it take for a personal injury claim to resolve in Georgia. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to reach out to us with any questions or concerns. All of our consultations are free. We're more than happy to talk to anyone that has a question about a personal injury claim. Our phone number is on our website. We have a contact form as well. Call us 770-744-0890. Thanks for watching this video.